Now see here, sir. Again and again and again I am repeating this particular statement, which is not a new thing what we are learning right now, but because you might get little confused in the next question seeing the numerical values, I am telling it once again. Now can I say that if at all a plus 1 by a is equal to k, if a plus 1 by a is equal to k, then I can conclude that a square plus 1 by a square will be equal to how much? K square minus 2. That means, can I say like this, sir? Can I say that whatever I have here, if the same thing is there in the denominator also, that means if it is the reciprocal and if it is added, it is giving you some constant k, and if it is a square and its reciprocal 1 by a square added, then it will be k square minus 2. See the next question, sir. Looking into the question, you might think that it's a very tricky question, but the most easiest question is nothing but this question. Now see here. Now observe carefully, sir. What is that they are giving you? A power 5 by 6 plus 1 by a power 5 by 6 plus 4 is equal to 0. Then a power 5 by 6 plus 4 whole square plus 1 by a power 5 by 6 plus 4 whole square is how much? This is what they are asking you in the question. Now first thing is a very simple analogy. Very simple analogy says that this I can consider whatever is inside the bracket as x. This also will be the same x. That means the question says what is x square plus 1 by x square, right? X square plus 1 by x square is what they are asking. Now if at all I want to find x square plus 1 by x square, I should know x plus 1 by x value. If I know x plus 1 by x value, x square plus 1 by x square is just k square minus 2 format, right? It is not at all a difficult task. That means if I know a power 5 by 6 plus 4, if I know a power 5 by 6 plus 4 plus 1 by a power 5 by 6 plus 4 value, if I know this particular value, then finding this particular question is not at all a difficult task. But in the question, if you observe properly, they are asking you, they are giving you a power 5 by 6. Yes, beautiful. This term is given, but this 4 is not added in the question. This 4 is not added. Similarly, denominator, this entire term is exactly the same what is given in the question also. That means only missing term according to our requirement is on the left hand side I should add 4. Just add it now. Why are you worrying? Because my requirement should match like this. On the left hand side I will add 4. I will also add 4 on the right hand side also. 0 plus 4 is 4. That means now my question is exactly similar to this, where k value in my question is given as 0 plus 4, which is equal to 4. Now because I know this particular value, I can easily find the square of those things, the sum of squares of those things which they reciprocates. That means the answer will be k square minus 2. It is 4 square minus 2. Answer is 16 minus 2. Answer for this question should be 14. I hope it is very clear, sir. Do not get disturbed or do not have that fear just looking into some beautiful numbers which they give in the question as 5 by 6 in the power, all those things. Don't get carried away by those kind of numbers what they give. Just try to analyze in the same way what we have did in the past. It's a very easy question. Now instead of doing all these things, you already know that method 2 is even more simpler compared to method 1, because it is just 1 second answer that will give you. That means question is of the form, whatever the question which they are asking, it is of the form x square plus 1 by x square. So answer should be of the form k square minus 2. There is only one option which is of the form k square minus 2, and that is nothing but 14. 10 is nothing but 9 plus 1, k square plus 1. 13 is nothing but 9 plus 4 k square plus 4, or it is 16 minus 3 k square minus 3. 12 is nothing but k square plus 3, 9 plus 3, or it is nothing but 16 minus 4. The only option which is satisfying is 14. You don't even have to struggle doing all these extra intermediate steps and get confused. But anyway, having said that, it is always advisable to know the method 1 also, if in case the method 2 will not strike it to you in the examination. I hope this question is very clear, sir. Now see here, next varieties of questions, but this variety whatever I am solving right now, it will automatically be reduced to the variety what we have discussed already till now. But having said that, let me teach you what I am telling you right now in this particular screen. Now see here, let us understand these key points before moving on to problems. Suppose we already know that if I know the value of x plus 1 by x as k, if I know the value of x plus 1 by x as k, now instead of taking it as k, let me take some value for k, let me assume it as 10, right? That means I will not take it as k. For my explanation purpose, for your better understanding, let me take it as 10. Now this x plus 1 by x is equal to 10 can also be written after taking the LCM as x LCM x square plus 1 is equal to 10. This is another way of writing the above expression. Or this can also be written as x square plus 1 is equal to 10x. This is also very much true. Or this can also be written as x square minus 10x plus 1 is equal to 0. That means, can I say that this particular thing, whatever I wrote it at the end, whatever I am putting in a box right now, this is nothing but a quadratic equation, right? This is nothing but a quadratic equation because the degree of this equation is 2. That means, in simple language, can I say that any quadratic equation can be reduced to this particular form as x plus 1 by x is equal to 10, because from x plus 1 by x equal to 10 only we derive this quadratic equation. Reverse way also we can travel it. Any quadratic equation can be reduced to the form of x plus 1 by x is equal to 10. That means, suppose for example, observe carefully, let me write the same quadratic equation once again. The quadratic equation what I got is x square minus 10x plus 1 is equal to 0. Now if you observe carefully here, the coefficient of x square is 1. Listen to this carefully, sir. I'll take multiple examples before I move on to the questions. The coefficient of x square is 1, and here for the constant I have plus sign. If I have plus sign for the constant, you should also put plus sign between x and 1 by x. Again I am repeating, if the constant is having plus sign, you should also put plus sign between x and 1 by x. Similarly, if the constant is having minus sign, you should also put x minus 1 by x. Simple. Let us come to minus sign later. Now see here, x plus 1 by x is equal to, now whatever the magnitude you have here with sign, whatever the value you have along with the sign, which is nothing but minus 10, shift it to the right side, it becomes plus 10. That means very easily I can write it. See, 2 to 3 things you should remember here, sir. First thing is coefficient of x square is 1. That is the first thing. Second thing is constant is having plus sign, you also put plus sign between x and 1 by x, equals, write it. Third thing is you have minus 10 in between, shift it to the right hand side, it becomes plus 10. That means this particular quadratic equation can be reduced to this particular form within seconds. Within seconds. I don't want you to waste your time in the examination hall reducing all those things. Within seconds you should be able to do it. One more example, let me take it. Suppose if my equation is x square minus 4x plus 1 equal to 0. Tell me, sir, what should be the value? Because it is plus here, I should also write plus between x and 1 by x. Coefficient of x square is 1. Beautiful, no problem. This minus 4 shifted to the right hand side, it becomes plus 4. You should not even take this much of time like the way I took it to explain. You should immediately within a second write it. Tell me, sir, tell me, I'm more interested in making you people understand and learn. Now, suppose if the equation is x square plus 19x plus 1 is equal to 0. Very simple. It is x plus 1 by x. Why it is plus here? Because the constant is having plus. Simple. This plus 19 shifted to the right hand side, it becomes minus 19. Within seconds, I want you people to learn all these things and solve it in the examination hall. Now, one more simple equation. I am sure that you are understanding the difference between each and every equation. X square minus 7x minus 1 equal to 0. How can I write it, sir? Because it is minus present for constant, my value will be x minus 1 by x, and the coefficient of x square is 1, so no headache for me. This minus 7 which is there on the left hand side, shift it to the right hand side, it becomes plus 7. Very simple. Why do you want to worry so much? Suppose one last explanation or one last example in this particular case. Tell me, sir, suppose if my equation is x square plus 43x minus 1 is equal to 0. This can be simplified as x minus 1 by x is plus 43 on the left hand side becomes minus 43 on the right hand side. So it is x minus 1 by x is minus 43. Now this is one of the ways of quadratic equations, and that quadratic equation we are reducing either to the form of x plus 1 by x or x minus 1 by x. This first form of quadratic equation, if you observe carefully, all these things will have coefficient of x square as 1. Everywhere the coefficient of x square is 1. But the next thing what you might get a doubt is, what if the coefficient of x square is not equal to 1? If it is not equal to 1, make it as 1, sir. Why are you bothering too much? Now see here, what am I saying you is, suppose if the coefficient of x square is something like 6. 6x square minus 13x plus 6 is equal to 0. Now this is the quadratic equation where the coefficient of x square is not 1, but it is other than 1. In this example, it is 6. Now, only one question I will show it to you. I don't want the coefficient of x square to be 6. I want the coefficient of x square to be 1. So, may divide by 6 both sides. 6x square by 6 is x square. 13x by 6 is 13 by 6x plus 6 by 6 is 1 equal to 0. Now, you already know how to solve this. This can be simplified as x plus 1 by x. Why am I writing x plus 1 by x here? Because the constant is having plus, and this minus 13 by 6 shifted to the right hand side. It becomes plus 13 by 6. This is the only difference, because 6 is there as the constant of x square or the coefficient of x square. That should come in the denominator. That's the only thing that you need to implement here. The rest all thing absolutely remains the same. Let me take few more examples. For your better understanding, I want you people to learn. These are all, this quadratic equation should be converted to this particular form within seconds in your examination, and thereby you can solve the problem very fast. I don't want you people to keep on struggling in the examination hall. Suppose, tell me here, sir, 5x square plus 9x plus 5 equal to 0. I will not write all these things in my examination hall and waste my time. The constant is having plus. So question is x plus 1 by x. Very simple. The constant, the middle term is plus 9. Shift it to the right hand side, it becomes minus 9. But because the coefficient of x square is 5, shift it to the right hand side, it becomes the denominator 5. Simple. Very simple way of solving. Tell me, sir, tell me, I am more interested in making you people solve it. 8x square. When you are seeing the screen, you should tell it to yourself what will be the value, because it is minus 8. So it can be reduced to x minus 1 by x. So 17 shifted to right hand side, minus 17. 8 shifted to right hand side, divided by 8. Minus 17 by 8. One last explanation. Suppose, tell me, sir, I am actually wanted you to tell this 9x square minus 25x minus 9 is equal to 0. Tell me. So this is x minus 1 by x format. So this will be minus 25 comes to the right hand side plus 25. 9 comes to the right hand side divided by 9. X minus 1 by x is 25 by 9. This is how fast I want you people. This is exactly how fast I want you people to solve this and reduce it the any quadratic equation to either x plus 1 by x format or x minus 1 by x format. Now first of all, a very basic doubt you might get is, why are you discussing all these things? Why am I discussing all these things? Because the next question whatever I am solving will be of the form of quadratic equation. But you will think that it's a very difficult question, but it is one of the most easiest question that you can get. See here, sir, again I am saying, don't just get what do you say, like fears just seeing the numbers in the question. The question says it is 7p 7 power 4 7 by 4 sorry 7p power 7 by 4 minus 8 into p power 7 by 8 plus 7 is equal to 0. In the question they are asking you p power 7 by 4 plus 1 by p power 7 by 4 value is how much? P power 7 by 4 plus 1 by p power 7 by 4 value is how much? Now see here, sir. First important point is, I can write, I am just showing this for my explanation, but you actually don't need to write it. This can be written as 7 into 7 p power 7 by 8 whole power 2, right? This is nothing but 2 into 7 by 8, which is 7 by 4 itself, what is given. So minus 8 into p power 7 by 8 plus 7 is equal to 0. Now this is a quadratic equation. Why this is a quadratic equation? Because if I put 7 p power 7 by 8 as some variable y, for example, it is 7y square minus 8y plus 7 equal to 0. So I want to reduce it as y plus 1 by y, or 7 p power 7 by 8 plus 1 by p power 7 by 8. 1 by p power 7 by 8. How much it will become? This minus 8 will shift to the right hand side, it becomes plus 8, and this 7, which is the coefficient of power 2 degree 2, will come to the denominator. Now I know the value of p power 7 by 8, but I want to get the value of p power 7 by 4 plus 1 by p power 7 by 4. It's very simple, right, sir? It is very simple. This is something like x plus 1 by x. This is something like x square plus 1 by x square. So answer is k square minus 2. K square minus 2 is 8 by 7 whole square minus 2, which is 64 by 49 by 64 by 49 minus 2. Answer for this question is minus 34 by 49, which is nothing but option B. I hope the idea is clear. I hope you are understanding, sir. This is nothing but y. Y plus 1 by y value is k. Y square plus 1 by y square. So y square is nothing but p power 7 by 8 whole square, which is nothing but p power 7 by 4 itself. I hope you are not getting confused, right? Again and again I am saying, just because they give some awkward powers in the question does not mean that it's a difficult question. Just looking into the question, don't have that fear, oh my god, what is this here? So much of complexity is there in this question. It is not a complex thing. You should know how to make it as the simple thing. That's the thing which is lacking in you right now probably, and probably work on it more, and you will definitely make sure that in the examination hall you will be the most fastest person to solve these varieties of problem in the most easiest way possible.